Hi guys, I'm Kevin Faulkner from Otaku Midnight and Baka Gaijin Show. If I sound exhausted and exasperated, it's because, well, I am. Warner Brothers, who are, a really big motion picture company that owns the rights to many classic franchises and even a lot of really big modern franchises, notably the DC franchise, has recently released their version of an anime movie based on the Batman franchise called Batman Ninja. Batman Ninja is an anime film which was produced by Kamikaze Doga based on a script written by Kazuki Nakashima, the creator, the writer of shows like Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann. Now, I've been looking forward to this movie for a long time now. The animation has always looked great. The trailers have seemed really exciting and really interesting with a really crazy, unique story. And I heard today, like the moment I wake up in the morning, I pick up my tablet and I check, let's see what's going on the internet. And I check to see what everyone's talking about on places like Twitter and Discord and Tumblr and all that stuff. And I found out that the English version of Batman Ninja is not translated from the original Japanese version. Basically, what happened is that a bunch of American writers were brought in to basically watch the original Japanese version raw, cross-reference it with storyboards, which were, again, in Japanese, and basically bullshit an entire film, just an entire story, all the dialogue, based on just what they saw, and just it is a completely different movie between English and Japanese from what I understand. Now, of course, this probably wouldn't be an issue since, it's an anime movie. Of course, it's going to be released in English on Blu-ray and on digital with an included Japanese version with English subtitles. That makes sense, right? Of course it would have that. But no, even Warner Brothers fucked that up. What Warner Brothers did was, instead of translating the Japanese version into English for the Japanese subtitled version, they basically just took the English script and pasted it onto the Japanese audio. So even that's been ruined. So basically, the one DC movie, the one Batman movie, the one movie in this entire, brand that I've been looking forward to for a long time now has been ruined out of pure incompetence and a lack of just wanting to do things correctly. Warner Brothers should have been able to easily, with their immense amount of money and time and resources, to hire a translator, get a copy of the Japanese script, translate the Japanese script, get a proper localization team to take that script, translate it properly into English, and then record it with professional voice actors. Of course, professional voice actors are in this, but they're reading a bunch of shit that's just been made up out of fucking nothing because Warner Brothers didn't want to actually translate this damn thing. They were just sent 6 pages of poorly translated nonsense from the Japanese side of things, which should have been an easy fix with an actual translator on board, but instead, they just said, you know what, fuck it, let's just get in a bunch of dumbass Americans, just fucking... I'm upset. I'm upset because Batman Ninja looks fantastic. It's got a talented director, a talented studio, a talented Japanese writer, and a ton of talented English and American voice actors on board for this production. And I can't watch it properly in English because the people who brought it into English are incompetent. And that pisses me off. I shouldn't have to rely on something like fan subs, pirated versions of a movie, an anime movie, to actually experience it in its original form in 2018. I shouldn't have to rely on that. Especially not for a Batman movie. Batman, one of the biggest modern characters in English literature. I shouldn't have to rely on that. And yet I do, because Warner Brothers just completely did not care. They didn't care. They didn't bother to get an actual translator, didn't bother to get anybody on board for this project who actually knew what they were doing in actually bringing this Japanese movie into English. And that just... I know that this is the first video I've made in a year, and it's just me rambling off the top of my head, just going off on Warner Brothers for just basically screwing up this movie. But it's really pissed me off. It's really irritated me, like, just... It just digs down, like, under my skin. And it just really irritates me that they've done this. And the sad thing is, this doesn't even surprise me, considering what they did with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure a few years ago, where they released it on DVD only, despite the fact that it was created in HD, and for their Japanese version, they basically did the same thing that they did with Batman Ninja, basically just taking the English script and pasting it over the Japanese audio. Which, for the record, that is why I'm wearing a JoJo shirt. It's because, you know, comparisons! Warner Brothers... I'm really upset. I'm really pissed off that you did not take the time, you did not take the effort, and you did not take just the barest bit of integrity to actually do Batman Ninja justice in English. And what's worse, I've seen so many people say, oh, Batman Ninja's terrible, Batman Ninja is awful, I hate Batman Ninja. Every single one of those people has been watching it in English. Your English version, Warner Brothers. People are calling this movie bad based on what you've done to it, not what the Japanese side has done to it. Every single person I've seen who hates Batman Ninja is watching it in English. That should give you an idea that maybe, just maybe, you did something wrong here. I don't really have much else to say. If you have anything to say about what I've said here, please leave a comment down below. If you like this video, like it. You can see me on other places like Twitter, Tumblr, at CCharmanderK. I also have an Instagram, but I'm barely on there. I'm also on podcasts such as Otaku Midnight and Baka Gaijin Show, as well as the Let's Play series Baka Gaijin Novelty Hour. So, until the next time you see me, I'm Kevin, and damn it, Warner Brothers, why did you have to do this?